Okay, hello. Hi everybody, welcome back to TMZ Live. It is the 9th of June. Great day, sunny day outside. How's everybody doing? Sorry guys, a little behind. Gotta bring up your chat. Okay. Alright guys, yep, it's me, Brandon. What's up? Gotta be... What's up? Hello everybody. Hello. Alan, hello. Sean, what's up? Veronica, what's up? JL, hello. Yep, it's me, Greeny. Good to see you. Brian, it's all good in the hood. Veronica, what's up? Monique, what's up? Brandy. Steven, I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing? LJ, Nate Dogg. Nancy, I love it. How was my morning? Everything was great this morning, Danny. Everything was great. If sound is muted, Brian, you might want to try refreshing the page. Black Beauty, I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself? Nancy, hello. Robert. Tracy, what's up? You're the GOAT. Antonio, what's up? Red Rose. Happy Tuesday, Steffi. My day is going well. How about yours? Michelle, hey, how's it going? Mama, what up? Veronica. Sweet and Low, what's up? Clara. Gary, no idea. Or Gary, she's at her desk. You know it's going to be a great... Thank you, Nancy. That Trump would be asleep by halftime, Brent. Yeah, he definitely took a little bit of a snooze. Danny Madison, nothing much, man. How about yourself? Aloha, Diane. Mama, thank you. Brian, you got to refresh your page. Gonna see a masterclass in host. I'm gonna do my best. Can you explain my shirt? It is from Urban Outfitters, I think. PacSun. I think it is PacSun.
It says Pacific Sunwear on it.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Yes, then from PacSun. Sorry, Amanda. Hello. Michael, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Michael. Thank you for joining us today. Who lost the game for the Knicks last night? Trump or Danhausen? Nate Dogg, I'm not sure. Probably not Danhausen, though. You are uncursed. What's up, Barbara? Okay, Black Beauty. I'm glad that you're doing well. Diane, it is a ranch in Wyoming. From another 93 day in Minneapolis. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Is that Logic in the bag? I don't think so. I was like... I don't know. I'm not sure. What does the hat say? The hat says IMAX jail. Mary Kemp. What's up? Can I explain my hat and my shirt? It is a PacSun shirt, and it is an IMAX hat, Amanda. Any thoughts on last night's game? Or I'll let Charles give his thoughts. I feel like whenever he's ready, he'll give his thoughts. Mine, it was a good game. Jinx the Knicks, even with Danhausen was there, Brandon? I didn't know he was there. Oh, you like the hat? Thank you, Brian. Heidi, I mean, that's what people are saying, that he brought some bad juju. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, guys, everybody give Michael happy birthdays in the chat. Watch. Hey, sorry, guys, there's a lot of comments. I'm trying to catch up on everything. Nixon 4. No, I know. I think Nixon 6 is still the play. Are you going to watch the UFC, the White House Sunday? Nate Dogg, I will not be at the White House, but I will be watching it. I'm very excited for that card. Why do I have an IMAX hat on? Well, my girlfriend works at IMAX, and she gave me this, so. And it's a cool hat. Cats are aliens. What's up? Trump jinxed it? Yeah? Him or Danhausen, man. Your daughter worked at PacSun, Brandy. Oh, very cool, Brandy. Very, very cool. Yes, Robert. This is the movie theater. W Sweet and Low. Yes, guys. Everybody, happy birthday. What do you think about Trump saying Stephen A. Smith IQ is too low to be president? I mean, do you see? I will say that Stephen A. had a great response to that today, and you can go read that on the site. Yes, happy birthday, Michael. Woo! Happy birthday. Leave. Trust your gut. I don't know. Is someone being rude? I didn't see anybody being rude. What's up, guys? Tell you. Oh, Monique, she loves it. She loves her job. We should. Whatever the president will fall. I think probably some of those prediction markets probably had that as a thing, Brian. Let's see. Hey guys, we'll get this show on the road soon. Did you guys see? Did you guys see all the fights after the game last night? Real classy fans over there in New York. Am I right, Charles?
Sure are.
You have some real classy fans, man. World's best. But I mean, you know, if it was Philly, they'd be calling the National Guard in. But New York, it's fine. You'd make that bet? Yeah, Danny, I'd make that bet too.
Shot a gun in the air once during the end.
Hey, that's it's business as usual. That was actually a good day in Philly. That was a good. I think when the Eagles won their first Super Bowl, like 2 guys in Patriots jerseys got stabbed, and they were like, "Oh man, like the stabbing rates were low on were like the lowest in years today." It's different, man. It's different. America's team. You heard he tried to force his way into the locker room. Sean, I did hear that they shut down the locker room to the media beforehand, so that's probably why you thought that. Brandon, it was definitely pretty loud. Carrie, she's the new boss. I didn't know that. Black P, I'm sorry. I know. It's definitely. It was scary. It was scary this morning coming in. What is the greatest NBA Finals? Luke, it was the greatest NBA Finals that I didn't watch. Jackson, are you saying the greatest Finals that I've watched, or what are you talking about? Greatest Finals I watched was 2016. Go Cavs. See Barna, one love. Yeah, LJ, they did attack Spurs fans. That was pretty crazy. Thank you, Dan, Amanda. Appreciate it. Got to take a phone call, or Green will be waiting. Trump been a Spurs fan since. Brandon, what are you talking about? Yes, guys. W. Corey. Not Philly's fine. We're expected to act. Exactly, Cats or Aliens. Expected to act rowdy. Nancy, what up? Hear about the fights? Yeah, I mean the fights. If you just go on Twitter and search Knicks Spurs after, you'll see it. Robert, no, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. I'll do my best though. I also say what up. Good Mark. There you go, Chris. Super's my. Oh, there you go. Trump had to go make sure the Spurs won. Monique, it seems like that was the case. So true. New York City fights are right. Privilege. Miss Princess. Oh my gosh, Miss Princess. I'm sorry. My mistake. If I didn't see you. See, Miss Princess. Sometimes I think you just say that without actually having said anything earlier, just to make me feel bad. Is Tawanda here? She's not. Hi, Joe. How's it going? Exactly, Brandon. The Cavs were down 3-1. When the Giants won against the Patriots, I was the only person in the bar wearing a Giants jersey. But see, those are 2 organizations that don't. They operate somewhat okay. You know, not a lot of violence. Why didn't Trump play in the game, Monique? That's a great question. Amanda, I'm trying my best. Hello from Vancouver, Inspired Michelle. How's it going? Melissa is somewhere. I don't know if she can hear me, but the chat says what up. TMZ can, yeah, Pokey Ninja, they're gonna do their thing. What is going on with Ivanka? I don't know, Monique. I really don't. What do you think about the Saints this year? What do I think about the Saints this year? I think they're gonna be good. I like Tyler Shuck. President Donhausen. Donhausen, that's pretty funny. Oh, bees, that's pretty funny. Congratulations, skateboard record. What are you talking about, Ralph? Trump was actually the basketball. Oh, okay, Joe, that makes sense now. Oh, 2 days ago was your 70th birthday, Erica? Oh my goodness, happy belated. Yeah, Brandon, I didn't know he was there. Trump needs to keep his naps isolated to the Oval Office. He disrupted the whole city, caused a shooting lockdown. Drick James, that is the comment that many people are making about that. Get over Trump. Yeah, I mean he was there. It's his right to go to the game. Because I like that blue. Inspired Michelle. There you go. I like it. Hi Rebecca, how's it going? How many people do I hear talking in my ear? I hear nobody talking in my ear currently, Amanda. Let's see. How the watch parties went real quiet after they lost. No, they got real rowdy, Antonio. I think is to be more accurate. Not gonna show nothing. I don't know what you're talking about, Monique. Gotta go. Oh, all right. Sweet and low. We'll see you soon. All right. Golf only. Trust your gut. I respect the golf only. The only thing. What do I think about the Carolina Panthers this year? They'll be okay. I don't know. Oh, okay, Miss Princess. So you were right. Okay, my bad. So yeah, I always try to look out. Barbara, what's up? Trump would be a good center. Yeah, I mean he's a big guy. He's like more of a power forward. Watching from the UK, Matthew. What time is it over there? Let's go. Hey, Will, Knicks blew it. Yeah, they did. It was a close game. I mean, they lost by 4 points. People are acting like they got blown out by 30. Yes, Danny. Number one in golf. Yes, exactly. All right.
Got a lot more time to have you on. So I said, all right, just let me know. Let Anakin know. No?
He's micing up right now, man. We're going to hear the unfiltered comments from Charles himself.
Every morning?
Oh, fucking A.
If he can figure out his mic.
I mean, wanting to do 4 stories is kind of crazy.
Who's the below dryer? God damn it.
Ivanka Bana. Oh, in Albania, Monique. I see. Albania seems nice. Miss Princess, no, you didn't bother me. I was just saying I'm trying my best. I always try my best to find you, so that way I don't forget about you. I know, Amanda. I'm excited for the guy to get suited up. Those are some Cardi D's. They were some Cardi D's. That's true, Nancy. That is true. Amanda, there you go. It'll be the best episode. Will. 1841. That's military. So that's what, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. over there in the UK. Okay, it's not crazy. Tell Charles I said, still have a great day, please. And Black Beauty says that she hopes you have a great day.
Well,
it's.
you
yeah.
wishing it, Black Beauty, doesn't make it happen, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
He's a little upset, guys.
We'll see.
So there was a dark cloud over the office this morning.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Oh, see, that's what somebody who cares about it would say. What do I think about the AG Bound controversy? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He'll put up 1,500 yards and win 4 games next year, because that's what he wants. Excited for, oh, very fun, very fun. Black Beauty, yep, he is that.
Excuse me?
Said you're hot. I was like, okay.
Luke was like, oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, what do you want me to be like?
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, I don't have. I know, hubby, it's not over yet. Black Beauty said.
Let's not get out of control here.
You guys know Harvey here. You guys are getting crazy. You guys have full attention on Mr. Charles over here. Diane said you have a nice shirt, Charles.
Thank you
a nice
very
color.
much, Diane. Thank you.
Charles starting to make chili. Are you making chili? What does that mean?
I don't want to know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
I don't think I want to know.
I'm a little confused. The Black Cloud, yeah, Amanda. It was just a lot of it's a big loss on Tuesday night.
What big loss?
A lot of Spurs fans lost their jerseys last night. It was quite sad.
You're not gonna bait me. Nope. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, a lot of hard fouls on and off the court, Antonio.
Where are we starting here? Okay.
Trump at MSG.
Oh,
That was like a death stare, Charles.
Let's go to Charles's desk.
Stephen A. Ooh.
They're all hyping up your shirt, Charles.
Oh, thank you.
Charles, do you
Oh.
have JL says that it sounds like you have a sore throat.
Just a little something. Nah, not really. I mean, I did lose my voice over the weekend from Friday's game.
Okay.
Still kind of recovering, but. And I have this fucking head cold that won't die.
Yeah.
Been decongesting for 2.5 weeks now. All right, what are we doing? Let's start with, yeah. So the first bite will be Trump's bite. Okay, you ready, D? Just a second. Proper. What are we doing here? Brothel. All right, get over it, man. It's okay. Well, President Trump indeed stole the spotlight from the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs, probably more than Knicks. At least that's how Knicks fans are feeling after they lost Game 3 at Madison Square Garden. And the president, before the game started, got plenty of attention. There were moments where the crowd broke out into USA chants, but the big moment was during the national anthem. They showed him on the Jumbotron, and boos rained down in the Garden. So, with all that being said, we told you yesterday that there were a lot of Knicks fans, among them, most famously, Stephen A. Smith, who was very upset about the fact that the president was going to be at the game and said, if the Knicks lose, it's Trump's fault. Well, they lost, and after the game, reporters spoke to the president about the fact that Stephen A. was laying the loss at his feet, and this was his response.
ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith, who was talking about running for president, said he would blame you if the Knicks lost the game. How do you respond to that?
I think he's a nice guy, but you need a certain aptitude to run for president. You need a high IQ. I'm not sure that Stephen has that. I don't think he does, actually.
The weird thing is he's answering a different question.
Also, nobody said anything about Stephen A. running for president.
He has gestured about running for president, but
yes.
This was about blaming Trump if the Knicks lose. The Knicks did lose. I certainly blame Trump. I have a high enough IQ, Mr. President.
You can't.
Listen.
Do you? Do you?
The vibes were off. The booing during the national anthem, this was an arena that was set to blow the roof off. They were so excited. The first time we have a finals game in MSG since 1999, and it was a letdown. Obviously, you can't blame him. You blame the officials, obviously, right?
No, you could also just blame the players.
You can blame the players.
But more the officials, definitely. I do think what's weird is that he brings up Stephen A. running for president, which no one brought up, but it's like his mind just recalled that the last time he had any encounter with Stephen A. Smith, he called into a news talk show where Stephen A. was a guest and said, "Oh, I think this guy's going to be a great. He could be a great candidate for president in 2028."
You can see the push-pull because initially he says, yeah, he's a really nice guy, but then he pivots to, wait, he said something bad about me. Let me go to my old bag of tricks and call him stupid, low IQ, no aptitude. This is what he does, particularly with women and minorities quite a bit. There's a bit of a pattern there. Stephen A. Smith said he was going to run. He's not going to run. You know, I found it kind of clownish.
Yeah, it's the back and forth. By the way, Stephen A. responded and referenced an image you might have seen. They did not show this on the broadcast, but lots of people in the arena took videos and photos where it certainly appeared like the president had fallen asleep. There are other angles.
What
people
do you
say
call it? He's nodding off. I mean, he's next to the owner of the Knicks. James Dolan is sitting right there.
I've heard people in this office say, see?
Mike, he's sundowning. You ever call old people, they sundown after the sun had set and he was out?
So you think it's because the angle of that shot is from a higher...
downward angle.
The angle shut his eyes? They lowered the lids?
This is what Stephen A. had to say after he heard about the low IQ comment from the president.
If it was that important for you to be there, why did you look like you were asleep? Didn't you call our former President Joe Biden Sleepy Joe? Or what should we call you? Because you weren't awake. You want to talk about IQ? I could say I'd put my IQ up against yours any day of the week. I could go one better. I could ask you why you've been running from me the last year since I've wanted to talk to you.
Stephen A. laid down the gauntlet. I love that. That's a sitting president who he's saying,
I didn't realize that, as he puts it, the president's been running from him. But I would imagine...
You can't call out Sleepy Joe. You can't say low-energy Jeb and then fall asleep at a riveting Game 3 finals.
It's nice that these guys have this back and forth going, but really, can we get back to basketball?
Let's go.
As a Knicks fan.
Knicks in 5.
Settle down.
Hillary, Arizona. I'm really not surprised that he was booed in one of the most liberal cities in America. But also we have to take a look at James Dolan invited him himself. So that means that they have that connection there. They wanted the president there. And with the president being there, if you're a professional athlete, the mission is to win an NBA championship. It shouldn't be who is in the stands. Stephen A. has a great point. You can't go after President Trump and President Biden when it comes to, hey, Sleepy Joe, he wasn't awake, he wasn't doing this. But you can actually sit there and say, why would you fall asleep? Why would you fall asleep at an NBA Finals game? And you're the first sitting president to ever come and sit and attend an NBA Finals game. It would really interesting concept. I agree with both. Stephen A., you're right on it with that. And President Trump, why are you falling asleep?
I mean, he's, it was late at night. He's a man of a certain age. It happens. We didn't lose because of Trump. Did it affect the vibes in the arena? Of course. Of course.
Yeah, why did the fans start attacking people?
Course.
Was there like an outbreak of something?
First of all,
it's like a zombie apocalypse out there.
There were pockets of some minor violence. That is
minor violence.
Minor violence that is regrettable.
Like full on
is definitely regrettable.
Okay.
It's not a good look for New York. And if, as we all know, if New York don't look good, we all don't look good.
That's
Tribe Called Quest. Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called Quest.
Are you questioning Q-Tip?
Are you
actually going to question Q-Tip? Wow.
R.I.P. Q-Tip, man.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not a good look.
What's your favorite?
I wish it hadn't happened, but also, if you see, never mind.
What's your favorite?
I'm not gonna blame the victim.
What's your favorite Tribe Called Quest song? Can't pick one?
Possibly. Although I did order a T-shirt this weekend. I definitely over-ordered Knicks merchandise this weekend.
Okay.
And
finals merch specifically?
I ordered a Knicks shirt that says we're on award tour.
Oh.
Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Award tour with the Knicks logo and the garden and the whole thing. Actually, I tried to order that one and it got rejected.
Sold out?
No, my credit card company finally shut it down. They're like
too much stuff?
Someone's been ordering a lot of stuff this weekend. Maybe we should check if this is fraud.
Is that would you ever wear like a Knicks shirt here? Because you're always you're always wearing the...
No, because I'm at
got
work.
A collar.
Because I'm at work. I'm not Derek. I don't show up in freaking T-shirts.
You wouldn't wear a Grand Theft Auto shirt?
Let me wear a graphic tee. Ooh, let me wear my favorite team on it. No.
Really? Hater. Hey, after I got told I was overdressed in my interview, I never did it again.
Sometimes the pendulum swings a little too far the other way.
I was getting.
Listen, you're not wearing
brutalized.
shorts. I'll give you that.
I'm not.
You got closed-toe shoes.
Yeah. This is about even par with everything, you know. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not blaming Trump for the loss.
Yeah. I mean, I think. What do you think it was? What do you think happened?
I think the Spurs made adjustments finally.
Yep.
Major adjustments to their offense. And they definitely got some help from the referees, but
that's true.
Not enough. We don't
have a lot of Spurs fans in this office, huh?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Do we?
Here, they're all about to jump up right now. Watch this. Here we go.
Do we have Spurs fans?
Yeah.
Oh.
That shows that
we keep them locked away in there. Yeah, they're not allowed out. They've been real quiet. Don't know why.
They don't want to upset you, upset the boss man. Inspired.
Like I've always said, sports are stupid. They are.
You've always said that?
What?
Of what? Is it?
Congrats.
Oh, I can't do the math on that.
That's not an anniversary.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a 21-month anniversary.
It's like when people
What,
are
we
like,
doing
oh,
monthly
my child
anniversaries
is
now?
19 months.
Yeah, get him his Rolex.
Get him his Rolex.
You don't start getting gifts from work until 5 years, I think. Oh.
A little hand up from Charles.
All right. Are we ready? Well, Ariana Grande is going to have some room on her tour bus because she does not need room for her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, Ethan Slater, because they have split up. We found out yesterday. And actually, it was her tour that kind of made people start. That's why we were like, well, wait a second, because someone asked, we were talking about her tour. It started in Oakland this week.
Yep.
And someone in the room asked, hey, where was Ethan? Why wasn't he there? Started poking around. And turns out
we got some information that they are no longer together. In fact, we're told that they broke up a couple months ago, so it is still very fresh, but that Ariana's doing great. Apparently, they ended on amicable terms, which, of course, people always say that when it's involving celebrity breakups. But that they gave this breakup very careful consideration. So they really talked through it and then just ultimately decided that they should go their separate ways.
Do we know, does any of this, did the breakup have anything to do with his ex-wife and their situation? Like,
it's unclear why they broke up, but I mean, that whole thing happened 3 years ago. They were together for 3 full years, so you would assume that, you know, and exactly what we're talking about is Ethan was married to a woman named Lily J. They had a very young infant together when they broke up.
As that kid starts getting older, you think that becomes a factor for him, maybe? I don't know, but it is interesting timing also that right before her tour.
Right.
I mean,
and
if,
of course
if it was a couple months ago, she was probably like rehearsing for the tour.
Yep.
She was busy.
And another thing too is she has a new album that's coming out in June, which is kind of paired up with this tour. And she has a song that came out already saying, you know, the title is something like, I Wish I Didn't Make You Love Me. And now that we have new eyes.
Everyone will think that song is about Ethan.
Exactly, but we're told he did not inspire anything from this new album that's coming out. None of the songs are about him.
That sounded like a jab, like nothing? None of her new songs have anything to do with him?
If the songs are negative or can be perceived negative, people are going to assume, oh, wow, she's slamming Ethan in the song, but you know, our sources are getting ahead of it, saying, like, just so you know, when this album comes out, nothing is about him. So it almost seems like they're preparing.
Will she, while on tour, remix live on stage thank you next.
Oh, and add in him?
Add Ethan. Just saying, that would be kind of cool for Ethan.
Yeah, or she could say something like, you're a wicked good partner, and then we'd all know.
Ida from Philly. This breakup isn't a surprise to anyone. I think they lasted a lot longer than I thought that they would have. But I think she just gets bored easily in her relationships. Like, she's Ariana Grande. It's hard to find someone that's going to excite you when you have the world at your literal fingertips. I think it's just going to be interesting to see like who she ends up with next. I think that's kind of what like everyone's waiting for.
Well, we'll see how long. I mean, she's going to be busy on tour, although this is always when those relationships with like a dancer or something happens. I don't know. Just a prediction. If she's J-Lo.
Are you mentioning the dancer thing because you were a dancer for Janet Jackson?
Well,
I
will say that those things do happen.
They want you to unpack the dancer Janet Jackson thing, Charles.
It was a long time ago. 34, 36 years ago?
Dang.
Something like that?
Do you remember?
More than that.
Do you remember the
Rhythm
routine?
Nation tour.
Do you remember the choreography?
Sure.
And?
What are you looking at, Eric?
You didn't know Charles was a backup dancer for Janet Jackson, the JJ? Roll the tape. Roll the tape.
Yeah, where's the tape at?
Here's what really happened.
Okay. Story time.
It was like when you're in college and you're just, coming up with stuff to spark a conversation at a party.
Oh, it's like that.
That was, some people have a thing where they go like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a shepherd. Something weird.
Shepherd?
And it's a Fletch reference.
Or were you
and
saying
mine
this,
was I was a backup dancer.
you used this on a girl that you met at a party to try to impress her?
Not just lots of people.
Did it work?
Not just girls. It was everyone. It was an icebreaker.
But it was mostly girls, right?
It was an icebreaker and an effective one.
Yeah? How so? How was it effective?
No, it was just a story. No, I did not actually.
So you can't bust a move?
I don't want anybody writing Janet Jackson, asking for photos. No, didn't happen.
Dang. So you were lying and misleading people.
I was not lying. I was having interesting conversations with people.
Okay. Misleading people, perhaps?
I was having interesting conversations with people. I was 20 years old. Leave me alone.
Okay, sorry. All right, never mind. Yeah.
21.
Like, I don't know what to believe anymore. Is your name even Charles? Like, what
Oh, man.
So you guys, he just shuts down. Shake it, don't break it.
What do you got? Sure.
And you're Charles's pimp.
Hi, Ron. How you doing? It's Charles. Can you hear me?
Quite well. Charles, are you the one whose last name is Neff, N-E-F-F?
No, let's see, people. There's Charlie Neff, who you were talking to, but I'm Charles, yes.
You're Charles.
Charlie,
okay.
who normally sits right over here, but she is not at her desk right now. But yes.
I had a case about 20 years ago involving a serial rapist whose last name was Neff. So,
really? Well, that was a heck of an icebreaker on the phone with her, right?
Not related, probably.
Yeah. I can imagine that conversation now when Charlie called you. You're like, oh, you know what? I knew an F. All right, we're going to get started in just a second, Ron.
No hurry. I'm fine.
Well, Michael Jackson has already been top of mind this year because of the movie Michael that came out and has become a huge box office success. His music is topping the charts again, and now there's a documentary. It's a series, three-part series on Netflix called Michael Jackson: The Verdict, which is also getting a lot of attention. This is sort of the other side of Michael Jackson. While the biopic celebrates his life and career, this documentary focuses on his 2005 trial for child molestation, a case where he was eventually acquitted of all 14 charges against him. And it is a trial that is now being seen through the eyes of a lot of people who didn't know about this, people who were younger. I was certainly covering this as a journalist back then, and everyone was riveted by this because this was Michael Jackson at the height of his powers, was the biggest celebrity in the world by far, and now was being accused of something so heinous, and all the details that came out of the raids at Neverland and what was found there and the allegations, it really was shocking. So one of the people who was there involved directly in this, and also you'll see him in the documentary, Michael Jackson: The Verdict, is Ron Zonin. He was the assistant deputy, was the deputy DA in Santa Barbara County involved in the prosecution. And he sat down with the producers of this documentary. And I'm just wondering, he's joining us right now to talk about the documentary. And Ron, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
I'm curious, I know that when Michael Jackson was acquitted, it was, I'm sure, a shocking defeat for yourself and the other prosecutors. So I'm wondering why you decided to sit down with the producers to relive this. Do you think that people were going to see it through a different lens today than they did back then?
I wasn't certain that anybody would be seeing it in a different lens necessarily. It would be a different audience. It's 20 years later. But I felt that if there's going to be a documentary about this rather historic trial from 20 years ago, it should be as accurate as possible. And it should have the perspective of people who were involved in the trial. So I did agree to do the interview and would agree to further interviews, as I'm doing with you.
Well, and we appreciate that. It was, I'm wondering what the response has been, because I've heard from people who've seen the documentary and they're really shocked. Like it's almost like they didn't know about this trial. I think obviously there's been a lot of time that's passed. There are a lot of new Michael Jackson fans based on the movie, and people are rediscovering his music, and maybe they didn't know about this part of this. I'm wondering what kind of response you've gotten from the public as they now hear all the details from this trial.
Well, I'm not getting any response from the public necessarily, aside from a few threats that have come in through email.
Tell us about that, Ron. What kind of threats you're getting by email?
Well, there are people who are fans who express their displeasure at the position that we took in this documentary, and express their displeasure very clearly to me. That's not something that I'm upset about. We had a lot more of that during the trial. That was a consistent event taking place during the trial, and now it's very little. There aren't that many people who are doing that, but we do get a few. No, I think that this case was very interesting at the time that it was tried, and it's certainly interesting today. He was one of the world's most recognizable people, very, very talented musician and entertainer. And the charges were serious. And the fact that it's 20 years later and there's still public interest in this case and understanding about it is certainly reason to have a documentary like this.
You know, since the trial, there have been other accusers who've come forward, and certainly the Finding Neverland documentary really shined a new light on those accusers. Do you think that, in light of Finding Neverland, that there are more people who'd be, if that trial happened today and Michael Jackson were still alive, would the jury perhaps be more willing to think that this was possible? Because I remember at the time, a lot of this was that Michael Jackson, as you said, was the biggest star in the world, and so my feeling was that the jury was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. And certainly when there were people like Macaulay Culkin who testified and said, none of this could have ever happened, I'm with Michael all the time and it didn't happen, that the celebrity there may have swayed the jury. But today, maybe that would be different.
Well, there's no question that at the time, the celebrity status of some of these people did affect the jury. And if we had had the benefit of the honest and candid testimony of a number of the other victims in this case, it could have affected the outcome, certainly. But we don't. And I think that if I had any objection with the documentary, it was that they really didn't address the fact that two of the victims in this case who were adamant that nothing had ever happened 20 years ago have now come forward and said, in fact, they were victims of long-term and intensive molestation by Michael Jackson. As to Wade Robson, he said it was over a period of about 7 years. And frankly, that there was nothing that two people could do to each other sexually that Michael Jackson didn't do with him during that period of time, starting at age 7. Now, if we had had that testimony, the benefit of that testimony in the trial, as opposed to the opposite, which is what we did have, of him testifying that nothing happened, that Michael Jackson was a perfect gentleman and simply helped him with his career, and there was nothing he ever did wrong. Yes, could there have been a different result in the trial? Of course, there could have been a different result. I think that probably it certainly would have benefited us at the time of the trial, and I think it could have been addressed in the documentary as well. There was only the reference to Wade Robson and James Safechuck denying that anything had ever happened to him, without mentioning the fact that both of them have now said publicly that they were victims of long-term molestation. I would have preferred to have at least seen that part of the documentary should have been there.
Is that something that you ever discussed with the producers? Asking if that was going to be part of the story?
I didn't ask what they were going to put in. I understand that making a documentary is a complicated matter, and this is a 6-month-long trial, and it was going to end up being a 3-hour-long documentary. You can't have everything. I understand that. I understand the realities of filmmaking, and I've done enough of these interviews to understand what they do and what they don't do. Nonetheless, it would seem that that would be an important consideration, the fact that the principal witness for the defense now acknowledges that what he did was perjury. He lied when he was on the witness stand, and is now saying something very different and something very graphically different, that his experience with Michael Jackson was 7 years of continuous molestation, continuous sexual abuse. If we had had the benefit of that at the time, that might very well have made a difference.
Yeah. What's interesting, Ron, is that I think Michael Jackson's supporters would say what you just mentioned about Wade makes them not believe him now when he says that these things happened to him. The fact that he did testify during the 2005 trial and say nothing happened, I think Michael Jackson supporters would say, well, how can you believe him? But I get your point. Yeah.
I'm well aware of the challenges of dealing with prior inconsistent statements, as we tend to call it in the legal profession. And certainly I'm aware of the fact that the defense that has always been the defense for Michael Jackson is to anybody who has come forward with an allegation against him is that, well, they're out for money. And certainly there's a civil suit in this particular case, too.
Yeah.
But I think if you listen to them and you listen to them talk about what happened, and particularly give attention to the details of what they talk about over years, I'm inclined to think that most people would listen to them as they did during that documentary, Leaving Neverland, and come to the conclusion that they were telling the truth. And then you have the other information, of course, about Michael Jackson continuously bringing one child after another into his bedroom and into his bed for years, that I think that a rational, objective person would probably conclude that when they say they were abused, that was probably a truthful statement.
All right. Well, people can watch Michael Jackson, The Verdict, and decide for themselves if they would reach a different verdict than the jurors did back in 2005. Ron, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Ron. Nice to meet you, man.
Have a good day.
You too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Leaving Neverland. Yeah. And certainly the Leaving Neverland documentary shined a new light on those accusers. Be off. So, guys, when we set that up, did anybody look at the fact that he's not looking at the camera? Did anybody want to say to him, like when he got on, what was the conversation? Did nobody notice that? I mean, we gotta, that should be stopped. Like, in the middle of the first question, I don't know, where was he? So is he looking at his laptop, but his camera was over here? It just looks weird.
Yeah. And it was a great interview, too. Other than that,
AI make them look at the camera.
I really want to watch the documentary now because
Leaving Neverland?
no, this one, MJ, The Verdict, because it doesn't sound like, and I get it that there's an all-new audience that just doesn't know it.
for my generation, I don't know that.
But you were right. You were not old enough then that you would have been paying attention to it.
Like
you probably hearing about it.
I remember the OJ stuff, him and the Bronco, but I don't remember the OJ or the Michael Jackson. You know.
Do you remember the OJ trial?
Some of it, because they would always play it. You know.
I mean, if you remember the Bronco, then you should remember the trial because.
Yeah, I think I do. I remember the OJ stuff, but I don't remember. I remember hearing allegations, but not. I guess because they also didn't have cameras for the Michael Jackson trial.
Right, the whole thing wasn't.
It was not on camera.
Right.
But
But it was a spectacle every single day. Like his arrival at court every day was a spectacle. His
getting on top of the car, waving to the crowd.
Walking into court in his pajamas.
Michael?
Yes.
Oh wow. When did this happen? Like what year was this?
2005.
Oh, it was 2005. Okay, that's why I was partying. I was partying in 2005.
I was 2.
Ellen jumped on early for us.
Okay.
Do you need notes on this?
I was a young buck. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do it.
Do you think we cut that for the site? He's not looking at the camera, but what he said was interesting about the threats and stuff.
Yeah.
Was there a part that stood out to you? I mean, I watched.
I mean, the threats is the part that's
yeah, us.
the news.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's like, I'm used to it by now.
Right.
That's kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. I didn't know about all that. I mean, I knew about it, but
what you heard him say is the threats were much more during the trial. Like it doesn't sound like it's that many people now.
I feel like also with the new documentary.
It's not shocking. They're probably more Michael Jackson supporters now than
I think
they were in 2005.
The new documentary probably helped a lot, or the biopic.
The biopic. All right.
I got
Yeah, guys. I didn't know about all that. I was just a young man, a young boy, or an old baby at 2. I just didn't know, guys. Michael, when I remember it, because that's when we were as a family Michael fans, because my cousin was Dan. Oh wow, inspired Michelle. Very interesting. Don't have the use of maybe older people have big time. That's crazy. It's difficult to watch my MJ interviews, but his music is still good. What a dilemma to 80s fans. Oh, sorry, Charles.
Hey, Alan, how you doing? It's Charles. Can you hear me?
Good, Charles. Nice to see you, buddy. How you been?
Good, good. Thanks for doing this.
Good. My pleasure. My pleasure.
I remember the day when you dropped out of the case and you were walking out of the court and you said that there's more you can't say, and now we know what that was about.
A little more insight.
Yes.
A little more insight, yeah.
All right, we are going to get started. Just a second here. Well, let me just ask Nauman one thing.
Get dialed in. Guys, we have a dilemma right now. Dylan is just, he's fading the smoke. He's fading the smoke. He's fading the smoke, guys. I'm not going to say what, but ducking.
Okay. Welcome to TMZ Live. As Nick Reiner is still in jail awaiting trial for the murder of his parents, Rob and Michelle Reiner, he has now made a very interesting legal move. He is trying to get money that his parents left for him in a trust fund. He wants that money because he says it's the only way that he can get the representation, the legal representation that he needs for this trial. And he says he wants to hire Alan Jackson, or we should say rehire Alan Jackson, who, as you know, was hired back in December, very shortly after the murders. And Alan Jackson was working on the case and then abruptly, it seemed, dropped out of the case. And as he walked out of court that day, he said, there's a lot more I just can't talk about. But now I think we're getting some insight here in these documents that Nick Reiner has filed. He says that this trust fund was set up for him before his parents' death, and it was set up that he would get money when he turned 30, that it was a schedule that he would get a certain amount of money at each age. And at age 30, he was supposed to get money, which he says he never got. That's the money that he now wants. He's 32 years old, and he wants that money so that he can hire Alan Jackson. So joining us now to talk about this interesting move is Alan Jackson himself. Alan, welcome back to TMZ Live. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Charles. How are you?
All right. So, Alan, I think most people, when they saw this story, when we posted it last night, they thought, well, wait a second. Why is Nick Reiner going to get inheritance from his parents when he is accused of murdering them? It just didn't feel right, I think, to a lot of people who read that. Obviously, this is not inheritance based on, that he would get after their deaths. This was money that was already set up for him to get. What did you know about that trust fund when you dropped out of the case?
Well, we knew, our team knew that a trust existed. We did not know what the contours of the trusts were. There were multiple trusts, we believed, at the time. But as the lawsuit indicates that Anita Wu filed against the trustee, there were guarantees, promises. There were certain overtures made about our defense and funding our defense, funding Nick's defense on his behalf, which includes things like inherently important things, hiring experts, getting the entire defense sort of populated with the right folks, the right people. It's not just simply about legal fees. As a matter of fact, there's much more to it than that. We knew that there were trust funds that existed prior to Michelle and Rob's tragic passing. The issue that's now before the court in probate, and I'm not the probate lawyer, I didn't bring that lawsuit, another lawyer did, is what's the difference between an inheritance and a trust? And that's what I think your viewers and what you just seized upon, that's what they need to understand. An inheritance is subject to the Slayer rule, which means you can't benefit from conduct that is supposedly specifically attendant to you receiving money under that behind that conduct. That's not what the situation is here. Nick Reiner had a trust. He had a trust well before the passing of his parents. That trust is an irrevocable trust that is his money. It's in the name of a trustee. He is the beneficiary, and that trustee has a duty and an obligation to see to that trust in the best interests of his client, and that client is one person. That's Nick Reiner. That's what the money that the lawsuit indicates is being held back from Nick, and it's wildly unfair. No matter what you think about the case, no matter what people conceive or on board about the case, specifically, the justice system only works when it's just. And that is Nick's money. According to the lawsuit, that money belonged to him well in advance of the circumstances that brought him to court in this instance. If he's entitled to it, then he should get it and be able to do with it what he wants. And what he wants to do with it, according to him, is to hire the legal defense of his choice. That is a Sixth Amendment right that every single person, every citizen has under the Constitution. Nick Reiner is no exception. He's entitled to it, and that's what this lawsuit is attempting to secure for him, his rights.
So in the documents that were filed, Nick says that this money that his siblings signed off on him using this money, that they were not going to stand in the way of him getting this money to use for his representation. Was that your understanding? Did you hear anything about his siblings' sign-off when you started working on this case?
Yeah, if you look at the declaration that we filed, that I filed in support of at the request of his probate lawyer, it lays a lot of that out. It does not do anything, and I'm not going to do anything to invade the attorney-client privilege in my conversations with Nick specifically. But yeah, our understanding was from the jump, from the time I was in New York and I got that call, that urgent emergency call, our understanding was that the family not only was not going to stand in the way, but was fully supportive of bringing us on board immediately so we could jump into action to start securing Nick's interests and his rights.
So in that declaration that you mentioned, Alan, you do mention that you would be willing to, and you're ready to rejoin this case to represent Nick if the finances of the trust fund, if this trust fund battle can be figured out and he can have access to that money, that you're willing to come back on to represent him?
Well, in your opening remarks, you refer back to the press conference that I gave outside the courthouse when I had to very troublingly step down. You could tell from then I was not happy about having to step away from this case. I think Nick Reiner, like anybody else, is entitled to a robust, a zealous defense, the best defense he can possibly get. I still believe that to this day. So you're damn right. If the circumstances, the logistics are such that we can come on board, if there are the resources there that are necessary to be able to build a robust, a full-throated defense, absolutely. Absolutely. Me and my entire team are ready, willing, and able to step right back in and start securing his defense. And
you had indicated while you were on the case that it seemed like your strategy was going to be to get him acquitted by not guilty, to find him not guilty by reason of insanity, that would be the verdict that you were going after. Would that still be your strategy?
A lot of people are guessing about that. I'm not going to discuss legal strategy here. I think it would be inopportune for me to do that. I am not his lawyer as it stands. His lawyer is a very capable set of folks over at the Public Defender's Office. So I don't want to stand in the way of that, and I'm not going to discuss specific strategies. A lot of people have a lot of thoughts about what could or should be trial strategies attendant to Nick's case, but we have our own. I can tell you, do we have a strategy? Absolutely. We've got a strategy, a very thorough one. We developed it within the first few weeks of representing Nick. And that strategy hasn't changed. But I'm not going to talk about what the contours of that strategy is. I think it'd just be inappropriate.
Okay. One last thing, Alan. Do you know why he did not get the money at age 30? As I mentioned, he's 32. And he's now fighting to get this money that was by the trust that he should have gotten when he was 30.
Yeah, Charles, it's a great question. And I think that's what the probate lawyer, I think that's what she's seeking, is some answers as to why, what happened with the trust, what happened with the trustee at the time. Trustee, I believe, has changed since this incident occurred. So I think there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. I don't have the answer to all those questions because the trustee has not necessarily been incredibly forthcoming to us. They weren't when we were still on the case. So that's what the lawsuit is seeking to do, is just give some real stark relief so we can see what is actually going on behind the scenes financially for Nick, what happened before this incident, what's going to happen afterward.
Not that,
so we'll see.
And I'm not saying that you are making this, that you are saying this, but I think some people assumed in reading this that you left the case because you didn't get paid at all. Just to be clear, I don't think that was the case, right? In reading the documents,
that is not the case.
You were compensated.
Absolutely,
right.
Yeah. That is look. I had to bite my tongue because it wasn't in furtherance of litigation. So I wanted to show fealty and respect and dignity to the process of me withdrawing. So it wasn't appropriate for me to talk about it at the time. But I had to bite my tongue oftentimes with regard to folks making, jumping to conclusions about why we left. It's not simply, it's not that black and white. And the declaration that's now been filed reveals that pretty clearly.
Okay. All right, Alan, thanks so much for joining us. And we will see if you're back on this case. It's a very interesting twist here.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good to see you.
Thanks. Oh. Thanks, Alan.
Love it. Love it.
Right,
that's great. Thanks for putting this together. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, Charles.
Yeah. Definitely did not, as they say, have that on my bingo card last night, that Alan Jackson could be back on this case.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Is he in general prison?
Wildly unfair that he's not getting this money, yeah. What was that?
Is he in general prison?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he's in general
Doesn't
population.
that come dangerous? Like,
he's not in general
a lot of
population.
prisoners know that he has a stack of
Mental
cash.
health. Well, it's that cash that he can't access. So
JTV in chat. He needs money.
Also, how are they going to get the money? They're in prison with him.
Yeah. JT Bang says he needs money to stay out of Bubba's bunk.
It is interesting.
Yes.
I mean, of course, it immediately feels very distasteful to think he's getting money his parents left him. But the key here to me, and we don't know yet, is why didn't he get it when he was 30?
Because he's 32 now, right?
So, you know, if there was a legitimate reason, then you could say, all right, maybe he shouldn't get it. But if there wasn't,
Was that when he was doing?
the only thing could. No, that Jonah, that's not. Just so you guys know, I'm talking to Jonah, our producer. This is not. This trust fund had nothing to do with them passing. This was money he was always supposed to get. Assume Rob and Michelle are alive today. This would still be a battle he could be having. Like, where's the money? No, that's not in the. No, you can have a trust that is distributed. That is nothing. It's not attached to your being alive or dead. The only thing that kind of makes sense is that it has something to do with his condition. That he was at 30, was he, was he sober? Was he dealing with mental health issues at that point? So they just decided to put a pause on it. And maybe it wasn't even an issue for him because his parents were generally supporting him while they were alive, so he didn't have to battle for it.
Amy Newhouse was saying that maybe they didn't want to support his drug addiction.
Yeah, like if he was in a bad state at that point, you could see where their parents would say, and you're right, Jonah, yes, they would have to file to say, stop payment. This should not go through because, he's going through something.
Tiffany, I'm trying. They're talking though also, so you gotta be respectful
When
of
did
that.
he make that movie? Nauman? The movie that Nick made with Rob.
Trust your gut. It's not up to us to judge how, why, what, or even when his parents put money for Nick in an irrevocable trust for him whenever they passed. And they passed. They did not clause how they passed.
You know that from the documents, yes. You know that from the documents. At least that's his side.
He's a spoiled, yeah, JT. Black Beauty, they're messing with me, man.
They probably haven't.
Won't work. Not blaming Trump, I'm pointing out the fact that he helps Sunshine. There you go.
Scheduled for all 3 of the kids.
Thank you, Robert. Sure, it's Brent. Well, according to the lawyer, it was an irrevocable trust, so no one could stop him from getting that money anyways. The other... exactly.
This one?
Nick has probably never faced consequences for this behavior. No. Well, yeah, I think he's talking about in terms of the money. But it isn't right. He still deserves what his parents left him. He wasn't all right in the mind, but if he needs help, it's only fair.
That's the viewpoint of someone who probably believes that he's not guilty by reason of insanity. And then there are other people who don't buy that.
And then
they're
would
going to
say they don't deserve the money.
He doesn't deserve any money.
Yeah.
Step to your left.
Mm-hmm.
Great, thank you.
Slide to the right. Slide to the left.
Cha-cha one time.
You should do the sexy red version. Left cheek one time. Okay. 2 cheeks right.
All right, that's not appropriate.
Sister wives will go crazy.
The sister wives.
All right. What are they? Did you just think that? What did you think was happening?
No, I just like watching your process.
My process is just trying to remember shit.
Todd
That's
and
my
Julie,
process.
Sue and their lawyer. What?
It's not.
What are you looking for?
Want to know what?
What? What do you want? I'm right here.
I want to know what they allege the lawyer did not do.
Did not file a motion quick enough to suppress evidence found in a warehouse.
Can you guys in the chat, just as a reminder, if you ever see me turn around and like seriously address something Eric is saying, just jump on and be like, don't waste your time. Stop it. Stop
This
it.
is
Stop it.
serious. He didn't file a motion quick enough to suppress evidence that was found
Evidence,
at a
that's right.
warehouse.
There was
Yes.
evidence in the warehouse that they felt was they
Paperwork,
claim
I'm
was an
guessing.
illegal search.
They claim it was a legal search.
It's all right. It's always a joke until it's on page 6.
Someone take him out.
Did you say someone take him out?
Yes, of the room, not out like that.
All right. Welcome back to TMZ Live. The Chrisleys, you would think, are pretty happy. Like, life has gone pretty well for them since getting pardoned. They could still be in prison right now, but President Trump issued the pardon, and now they are both free. But Todd and Julie are now going back to the case that landed them in prison. And now They want to go after their lawyers. They are going after their lawyers, suing their lawyers, claiming that basically they did a horrible job and they went to prison, they lost their TV show, they lost brand deals, all because these lawyers screwed up the case, and they believe that they need to pay now, that the lawyers need to pay. It sounds crazy, and you kind of go like, why would they do this? Like, just move forward?
Well,
They
they claim they've lost a ton of money. They've
definitely lost money.
They're seeking $25 million from their lawyer. They lost deals. They lost a reality show at the time, which was very popular. They've definitely lost. I mean,
No,
their
definitely lost, but I
reputation
think
has taken a hit. Yes.
The critics of the Chrisleys would say, but you committed the fraud.
Well, they would say
and
they
now
didn't commit the fraud, and they would say that this was part of.
So this is what I think is interesting, where you kind of look at it and you go like, initially you want to go, this is stupid, they shouldn't do this. But maybe they have a point here, because...
Well, if he was too slow to file the motion to suppress the evidence, like you said, that
Right.
could...
So the point that they make in this lawsuit is that they believe their conviction was based largely on evidence that was found in a warehouse.
That they think that the search of the warehouse was illegal, and their lawyer should have filed a motion to suppress that evidence so that it wasn't used at trial.
So if it was an illegal search,
yes,
then the evidence should not have ended up in trial, and they
Then
believe
they
that
would
they
not
would
have
have
been
been
convicted.
they would have been
Yes.
acquitted.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what the evidence is, or if
Yeah.
it truly was an illegal search. They are claiming
They seem to
it
think
was
it's
an
pretty
illegal search.
vital, and that was what caused the conviction.
But if it was an illegal search, you could, if it's clearly an illegal search, and again,
Yes.
I don't know that detail.
Yes.
I could see where they'd say, why wouldn't our lawyer have
Totally. I mean, if
shut
it was,
this down?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if that was what they believe caused the conviction, yeah, they have a point.
So they have a point, and
We'll
maybe
see what the lawyer says in
they end up
response.
winning this and get
$25
money
million.
back. So
yeah.
their lawyer has not responded to this lawsuit yet.
Not yet.
I think it's going to be very interesting what they have to say about the Chrisleys.
Yes, and if they win $25 million. Yes.
I'm Haley Sulfridge from Nashville, Tennessee. The lawsuit might have merit. We don't know enough to, really say. But from the outside, it feels like a lot of energy is spent finding someone else to blame instead of accepting that a jury convicted them and multiple courts upheld it. At a certain point, not every bad outcome is somebody else's fault.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting is even if they felt like this illegal search was what got them convicted, they should have brought that up in the appeals, which you're right, they have not won. So yeah, I get why people feel like just move on, but they're not willing to, not yet, not with $25 million on the line. I did see it, yes.
With our receiver for the monitor. Do you want to shift maybe over here?
Oh, sorry.
What? Yeah.
Corey, let's go back over here to Anakin.
I initially
Monitor should be back up soon. Thanks, Corey.
thought that they're crazy. The Chrisleys. If
you
it
mess up
was
a
an illegal
case,
search,
yeah,
it seems like a big.
No,
screw-up.
but remember, it was found to be an illegal search. This is about the derivative evidence that was brought in. So some of the physical evidence
The
was
fruit of the
excluded.
poison tree?
Exactly, the fruit. And so all these emails and stuff, he's like, well, you should have excluded all of it because it all came from the illegal
Keen
search.
legal mind. You can say it. You can say it. Keen
Little
legal
fruit?
mind.
You love that poisonous tree. It's the best kind of fruit,
Fruit of
right?
the poisonous tree.
It's the most tempting fruit there is. But yeah,
I don't
look,
think they're going to get. Even if they're right, they're not
well,
going to get 25 million.
Well, their damages are very easy to prove, right? They were very, very famous, and they
Right.
lose endorsement
So
deals.
they
You can
contracts for
monetize
their
that.
shows,
yeah, that part. It's whether like.
But why wouldn't they have brought this up in their appeals?
Ineffective assistance to counsel? I wonder if they did. Yeah. But this is more of just like, that's like trying to overturn your conviction. This is trying to get money. This is a straight up civil lawsuit. You owe us because you messed up. Damage is done. Here's our damage. I'm sure both. I'm sure they've. But the lawyer did a good job in some ways. Just didn't follow through.
By the way, who's the lawyer they got to file this?
It's a good question. Yeah. You got to be nervous.
Right.
You got to cross all your T's. You better make sure. Double check.
So they start drafting it. So let me get this right. You want to sue your previous attorney?
Yeah. Lawyers who go after other lawyers are often viewed this way by lawyers. It's like a little bit. It's like doctors who testify against doctors in malpractice suits. They look at them like, yo.
Yeah, but if they did something wrong.
I'm not saying me.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not saying.
It's like a gang.
It's a little bit of a gang. Wow. You want to join our bar or not? We'll jump you in.
What do we have here? No, just keep your distance.
Keep your distance.
Stop from who?
Yes.
Sure.
What should Spencer do at this stage now that it looks like he's being knocked out of the runoff?
Well, I think that Spencer has a very, very incredible future in politics, regardless of whether or not it's just at a local level.
Is that right?
Or whether he should consider running for federal office. But either which way, I think that what he showed the entire country is that now more than ever, the Congress needs to come together and pass voter ID in the state of America.
Interesting. So you think that he's like a natural at politics and maybe he should seek higher office?
Yeah, and a lot of people try to hit him on his career in Hollywood prior, but he's a smart man.
What'd you say at the end? You said he's a smart man? Derek was yapping in my ear. All right.
What did you say?
Said that he should basically stay in politics and run for another office, like something bigger. I'm glad you noted that you missed it because you were talking, and I missed it because you were talking. But luckily, I saw it yesterday, and then. Well, it is over for the Pratt man, Spencer Pratt, who was running for mayor here in Los Angeles up until yesterday evening, when he ended up coming in third in the mayoral race here. Yes, it took a week for all the ballots to be counted, but now they've counted enough. I think they're at just over 90% now of the ballots that have been counted, and they have called the race that Nithya Raman will be in the runoff against the incumbent mayor, Karen Bass. And that means Spencer Pratt maybe is packing his bags. He had said on the campaign trail that if he did not win, he would leave L.A., that he doesn't want to live here under the conditions that the city is in now, the conditions he says he wanted to change as mayor. But something tells me that we have not seen the last of Spencer Pratt as a politician.
I don't think so. He's now a political figure. I mean, he's made that transformation from reality star, villain, whatever you want to call him, hummingbird guy, crystals guy, but now he's a politician, and he performed better than people expected. He was leading for a long period of time. Nithya Raman was crying after the election night, thought she had been bested by Spencer Pratt, so he's in it, and I think he can pivot now to maybe a national scene or some other political office and really use that rather than, go home with his tail between his legs.
So even though he came in third, but he's what, about 2 or 3% behind her?
Yeah, about 3%.
At this point?
I mean, yeah, 24 and change and 27 and change.
There were a lot of people who did support him. So what does he do now with that base, I guess you could say, with his political base? We got Congresswoman Anna Luna in D.C. and asked her about the possibility of Spencer continuing as a politician, maybe on a bigger platform than just mayor.
What should Spencer do at this stage now that, it looks like he's being knocked out of the runoff?
Well, I think that Spencer has a very, very incredible future in politics, regardless of whether or not it's just at a local level.
Is that right?
Or whether he should consider running for federal office. But either which way, I think that what he showed the entire country is that now more than ever, the Congress needs to come together and pass voter ID in the state of America.
Interesting. So you think that he's like a natural at politics and maybe he should seek higher office?
Yeah, and a lot of people try to hit him on his career in Hollywood prior, but he's a smart man.
Here's what's fascinating to me. He is a registered Republican. What does he
Right.
run as? As if he pivots from the mayoral race, where you kind of have to be a Democrat to be competitive,
And he
in
ran
LA,
as an independent.
and he
here,
ran
but-
as an independent, but he got the sort of endorsement from Trump, and he could lean into that and just become a Republican. It might be an awkward fit for some of his politics, but a nice fit for others.
Yeah, I mean, he certainly. I just don't think. I don't see him now just going to Santa Barbara and waiting for his house to be rebuilt in the Palisades. I think.
Or the double wide trailer that he has. He could just move in.
Well, the trailer is on the property where his house used to be. I don't think you can make fun of him for that.
I don't. I just think he wasn't living
but
there.
you did.
He wasn't living there during the election, and he got called on it.
That is true.
Hi, I'm Laura. I'm Marina Del Rey, and living in LA, this was a hot topic. Definitely, I asked my friends. I couldn't vote for mayor of LA and Marina Del Rey, but asking my friends, people I work with of all different backgrounds, I heard a lot of Karen Bass, a ton of Spencer Pratt. So people were really excited about him, but I never heard once Nithya Raman. So needless to say, I'm shocked by these results, but excited to see what Pratt's going to do, because he definitely created a buzz here in LA.
He's got a political base, and that's the hardest thing. He's got people who are willing to give him a lot of money, and so when you have that, you have the ingredients for a campaign. And there's no way he's just going away, and we're not going to hear from him again. Man got a little taste of the political. Yeah, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. And also, I am trying to get you canceled. You guys heard that, right? He was just mocking a guy whose house burned down.
Not mocking at all. I just said.
You're like, is he going to take his trailer with him?
It was costly for him. He wasn't
This
living
guy.
there.
Derek, they were asking about your shirt. Is that from Role Models? It's a classic. It's a guys, it's from a movie.
Role Models, one of the best movies of 2009 that is unheralded.
I agree.
Role Models is
It's very underrated.
You white?
Not enough people.
Then you Ben Affleck. Only line I really remember.
It's a classic. But yes, guys, you guys were asking. That's what the shirt is. What do you think? They
you
were
guys
asking.
want Spencer Pratt to just go away? Listen, I've heard a lot of people in LA are like, this guy's a joke. Why are we even considering him as mayor? But a lot of people were behind it. So I don't think you can ignore it. I think you're just like, you're putting your head in the sand if you just want to think, oh, he'll just go away and it was all a joke. There was real money behind him, so.
A lot of people in the chat kind of seems like the majority of people were happy that he didn't get, that he was eliminated. But they say that they do think, Lil Lokex says that they think that he has a chance to run for another kind of office. Just not sure what that is. But then
Congressman Spencer Pratt.
Sunshine's making the argument that people never heard any complaints when Arnold was governor, and he's like the same background.
They never heard any complaints when Arnold was governor?
Well, not as.
There were plenty of complaints.
I mean,
but
I wasn't
he was
there.
also
I
an
wasn't there. I don't
effective
know.
governor. You wouldn't know.
It's also not from here, so I don't
One,
know.
you weren't alive. Two, no, he wasn't.
Noah True honestly says he doesn't have a chance, but he's hilarious. Cannell asks, Spencer Pratt is an A, 2 exclamation marks, hole.
Come on, guys. Keep it clean.
Pokey is saying that they are all morons and liars in politics.
There's some evidence of that.
Barbara, Spencer Pratt should go back to the Hills.
Capitol Hills?
Oh.
Sorry.
I wasn't glad he was eliminated,
It's a dad
but he
joke.
lied for no reason. I'm from Capitol Hill. Warren, Washington National Hospital. Maybe he runs for city commissioner.
You know what would be interesting? That would be really interesting. If Spencer Pratt really does care about making LA better, would he run for a lower office? Would he run for city council? Learn how the city runs really from the inside. I mean, Nithya Raman is a councilwoman.
Yeah. And then kind of build up from there.
Because that was one of the criticisms people said, like, this guy he's never had a job, hasn't run a company. How is he going to run the second largest city in America? Like, he doesn't have any administrative experience. So If you want to eliminate that, you know, spend a few years on city council, learn how it all works, and then people can't have that criticism of you. And come back and run again, if that's what he wants to do. But I have a feeling what Congresswoman Luna said is more accurate,
Devin,
that he's thinking higher aspirations now. Oh, really? Carmelo Anthony verdict. Whatever the verdict is, a lot of people aren't going to be happy.
Right.
It's in some ways, it's kind of like OJ.
Is his name Giorgio Polis?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
It's not at all, but people are going to make it like that.
I agree, Charles. I agree. Yeah, I think it just was reached.
All right, where are we going? Times, holy shit. Daniela, is your watch not working today? Ooh. I know. It seems, and I haven't paid super close attention to the details of it, but it seems like there's plenty of evidence. No one's disputing that he stabbed her. But has there been solid evidence of it being self-defense? I think so too. Because if you believe the self-defense, there's more to debate. There's more debate in the jury room. Usually. Because it seems yeah. Right. Right. The more nuanced thing takes more conversation. When they just all walk in and go in like, I've seen enough. And they all happen to agree. It's going to be interesting. All right. What's the very start of the sound up? Just so make sure I set up.
Oh,
Don't touch the women. Don't touch the women.
Right. Where is this? E? No, I mean, no, I know it's Monaco. Where are we? E block? Okay. You're good? You all right over there? Some wild video now from Monaco, where Offset was among the celebrities who was there for the Grand Prix over the weekend. And part of his festivities got pretty violent because there was a dispute that he got into with the driver. There is a driver they had hired. There was a van. We don't know a lot more about what transpired before this, except what you're about to hear Offset accusing the driver of, which was that, in his words, the driver was putting his hands on women that were in part of their group, and Offset and other guys in the group were not having it, and just, I won't say they beat the hell out of this guy, but they gave him a good shove, we'll say. Watch.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Oh.
Don't touch the women. Don't touch the women. Don't touch the women.
Why is
nobody pulling Bro, he's grabbing women by their neck. He's grabbing the girls by their neck. I don't Sad, do you want to fight? Listen. Yeah. I told him, listen to me. I told him I will pay him. I told him I'll pay him. You grab the women like this, bro. I'm gonna beat him up. If he grab one more girl like that, I'm gonna beat him.
So, I mean, Offset's making it sound like there were multiple women that this guy attacked. We don't know that that's true at all.
So we spoke to sources who are claiming that their side of things was that the driver, for whatever reason, was trying to get the people out of the car, and at some point put his hands on women and grabbed one of the girls' hair. That's what we're being told. We don't know if cops were called. It doesn't seem like anyone got detained. I don't know if the guy who got shoved may have filed a police report after this.
So that's why you heard Offset say, I told him I would pay him. I told him I would pay him, but then he put his hand, and Offset says he put his hands on the women.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, with Offset, trouble always seems to kind of follow him, unfortunately. But in this circumstance, if we're going to believe what we're being told from the sources close to him, if any guy sees another guy put his hands on women, obviously things are going to get escalated.
Right. And something clearly happened for Offset and the other guys in the group to be that agitated. There doesn't make sense that they would just
Not to make light of it, but also the guy in the towel, like he literally, like it must have just been coming from the beach or something. I don't know. I've never been to Monaco, but
it is interesting that he's in the towel, but still took time to shove the driver down to the ground. And I will say, like, it may not look like much, but the driver was kind of elderly.
Yeah,
and so to throw that guy down.
And clearly the driver had some reason of why he was upset with them leaving or not leaving fast enough, whatever the instance was.
I think there was a dispute over payment. And that's why you heard Offset say, I told him I'd pay him, but then he went and grabbed the women.
Right,
so then it turned into that.
Don't put your hands on women, if that's what happened.
Good rule. Way to sum it up. Way to sum it up, Devin. We now go to Captain Obvious.
Corey Wilson agreed. Corey Wilson, don't touch the women. Yeah, don't hurt the ladies. Brandy, it seems like we're missing some context.
That guy just flung that away.
Yeah. LA film scene.
I know, it's like
Offset should have been called set off.
Set off. Offset was set off. See, if I say that, everyone goes, oh, dad joke.
They like your jokes. You're putting some self-hate on yourself. Some self-pity.
It's true. Lack of confidence, that's what I got.
I don't know where, oh, they're going to sports.
We're going on over sports. We'll talk about Babcock's favorite person. No, the other one.
AOC.
Oh, thank you for the warning instead of just springing that on me in the middle of it, Daniela. Yeah, because normally you're like, oh, you have 2 minutes, and then you roll a minute 15 shot. How long is it? How long?
Serena kicked ass, Charles.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah. They beat the
there you go.
number 3 seed. They beat in straight sets. First time in almost 1,400 days.
What do we have in G?
Just happened. I'm writing it up now.
You want to do Serena's return? No, she didn't play yet. She just played. Yeah. She actually played and won in straight sets. Now, how many times did she actually hit the ball? Was the 19-year-old doing all the work?
Right, I think. She won.
She had the winning shot?
Last. Okay, so now let's see. When do they?
You said the bite. Play the bite again for me.
Someone that's cutting through right now is Hunter Biden. Whether people like him or not, he's able to communicate, talk about issues. I mean, is this someone that you think should run for office or people should start taking seriously as part of the party?
Well, you know, I think
I don't know what Hunter Biden's plans are, but I can tell you he is a very compelling advocate on addiction and recovery. He's able to speak really to people's hearts and their experiences, showing the country that someone in the prominent position that he's already been in as the son of a president can be public and publicly vulnerable about what it means to recover from addiction. It can save lives. So I'm really glad that he's out there saying, hey, if you're struggling with this, you're not alone.
So you think his authenticity is helping him cut through?
For sure.
Yeah, dance around the question. So here's a sentence you probably would never have suspected that you would hear anyone say. Hunter Biden possibly jumping into politics? Yeah, I mean, look, Hunter Biden, for all of his father's presidency, was sort of the albatross around his neck, the sort of ne'er-do-well son that everyone brought up and used against President Biden and all of his crises that he went through during addiction. But now, Hunter Biden is actually getting a lot of traction on social media. He's engaging with people about his own addiction and his own battles. And some people find him genuine enough that they think maybe he could have a future in politics. We got AOC out in D.C., Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and asked her about Hunter's potential future in politics. Here's what she said.
Someone that's cutting through right now is Hunter Biden. Whether people like him or not, he's able to communicate, talk about issues. I mean, is this someone that you think should run for office or people should start taking seriously as part of the party?
Well, you know, I think I don't know what Hunter Biden's plans are, but I can tell you he is a very compelling advocate on addiction and recovery. He's able to speak really to people's hearts and their experiences, showing the country that someone in the prominent position that he's already been in as the son of a president can be public and publicly vulnerable about what it means to recover from addiction. It can save lives. So I'm really glad that he's out there saying, hey, if you're struggling with this, you're not alone.
So you think his authenticity is helping him cut through?
For sure.
Pretty good job of dancing around the question.
Yeah, she didn't say yes.
She didn't say anything about
good answer.
About the pull-up, because I think she realizes.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's interesting on this today when the main primary is going on, and you have Graham Plattner, who is probably going to win, but is a very problematic candidate as far as things he's gone through in the past.
Makes
people
Hunter look like a perfect candidate.
Yeah, exactly. So you go like, well, if they're going to elect him, maybe someone would elect Hunter.
I'll be honest, Charles. I've been following Hunter on Twitter, and he comes across as a likable person. It comes across.
Doesn't seem to run from the things that people are making fun of him. No, he leans into the
controversy. I like him. You read his stuff, and you like him, and you say he comes across as he seems like a smart guy. Not everyone needs to be a politician, but he does have I think he's got something to give.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Not everyone needs to be a politician.
Right. And maybe that can apply to Spencer too and everybody. But
yeah, when someone's doing something well, that doesn't mean, oh, run for office.
Right. And I think a lot of times you can do more if you're not a politician.
Indeed.
Hi, it's Catherine from Boston. I think AOC hits the nail right on the head here when it comes to Hunter Biden. Despite the fact that he has a storied history of addiction and alleged scandals, he's resonating with people because he's answering the questions. He's not running away from them. And in a world in which we are largely devoid of authentic voices, I think people like that. Now, whether he's going to run for office and if he could actually ever win is another question. But will he be a part of the conversation moving forward? I think that's probably likely.
Yeah, he certainly is staying. He's got a toe in there, right? And he's got the name, so it's possible. But again, not everybody needs to be a politician. Every time you see a reality star or an athlete or, someone recovering from addiction doesn't mean run for office. Please, I beg of America. Let it go.
I forgot where we were going next.
All right. Georgie Block. Who's watching Star Wars? I tried not to call out the shantiness of it.
Have you seen have you seen Hunter Biden's tweets? Pretty funny.
I've seen some of like his replies to people, which I find fairly entertaining.
Yeah,
but
it's
also
pretty
like,
funny.
I have not seen his paintings. No.
He's a painter?
That's what Katie said.
Oh, I didn't hear that, but I didn't know he had that type of talent.
That boy got talent.
The more you know.
You out your mind.
Good as in bad.
Good and bad.
That boy good.
That boy good. Good and bad. That's all.
I know.
Chocolate.
Well, do they? I mean, they're not really. They're not really. We need a Biden that will restore federal student statutes like consolidating loans. That's mine. Sorry. Hunter Biden.
Nice case.
Thank you. Where did you see that? Oh, what is Charles having? Yeah, Charles, what are you having for lunch?
Oatmeal.
What is it?
Oatmeal.
I'm on oatmeal for lunch?
I'm on an oatmeal kick.
For lunch? It's like a fun breakfast.
I knew for breakfast, but I don't generally eat breakfast.
Oh, okay. I feel like I always see you munch on some cereal.
In the afternoon.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, after the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
It's intermittent fasting.
What, so you start at 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the mornings, just a cup of tea.
Cup of tea? You got
Maybe
a bigger your Arnold Palmer? Your venti Arnold Palmer?
Yeah. Well, I have that, but I have a hot tea.
Okay.
Proper British gentleman.
Steven does not like the oatmeal answer. Goes, oatmeal? What the fuck?
Oatmeal? What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
LJ says, get some damn protein, Charles.
That's dinner. That's what dinner's for. Occasionally. On weekends, I'll have breakfast.
What's your favorite breakfast?
Anything and bacon.
Anything? Okay.
You
could. Oh, good question.
No.
You don't like a BLT?
I feel like it's not really a thing.
You don't think it's really a thing?
No. I had this conversation 2 weeks ago with someone.
Ooh, that's
well, now that's not a BLT, is it? That's not a BLT then, is it?
What, with some avocado, a blat?
What?
A blat? Bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato? A blat?
No. The egg, with egg, that's...
The blet? You prefer the blet over the blat?
Or is that a belt?
I feel like it's got to be bacon, lettuce, then whatever
No, you
else.
got to have bacon, egg. It's bacon, egg.
So the belt?
The bacon and egg have to be
egg,
next
lettuce,
to each
tomato?
other. Yeah.
Okay.
That's more reasonable.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, now you're throwing another letter.
Larry wants you
wants
to
to put cheese on also.
Larry R4J he's asking if they can pick your lunch, Charles. They want you to have a more exciting lunch.
I'll bet you do, Panama Red. I'll bet you do.
Oh. I guess not, guys.
I'll be honest. You got video? I'll be honest. I'm a little disappointed.
Why?
A little upset. I wanted it to be over last night. Not over.
Well, they would have been another game.
I wanted them to be 3-0, have a chance for this to end tomorrow night. Not necessarily because I'm nervous, but because I hate the anxiety and the tension that comes with being a sports fan when your team is playing in the playoffs or a championship. I don't like it.
What are you gonna do?
Don't enjoy it. I'm not like, oh, this is thrilling. It's want it to be over, and I want them to win.
What are you going to do differently because if they lost and you were doing your same routine,
And so
you gotta
when
do
the game
something
ended
different.
last night, I wasn't even like, I wasn't even going like, oh man, I can't believe they lost. It sucks. We should have won. I wasn't. I was just like,
hi Judy.
Man, I got to go through this at least 3 more freaking nights. 2 more.
Well, not at least.
At least 2. Hopefully, just 2.
But are you like? But you know, like you have your superstitions. Like you watched for the last 2 games. You probably watched in the same place.
Yes.
Probably did the
Will
same
I
thing.
switch it up
Yeah.
tomorrow?
So you're gonna do to a new place.
Switching up a couple of things.
Like you might go to the same place, but maybe order a different drink or something, or like what's the?
No, I might change my lucky underwear. I had been wearing the same underwear and socks. I washed them. It wasn't.
No.
They
Get rid
were
of them.
washed, but I was wearing the same. No, but when I was washing, they won 13 in a row. It was working.
Okay.
This time it didn't.
Okay.
So
just new undies. That's it.
Could
That's
be.
your big,
Could
that's your
be.
big-
I haven't decided. I might just go new socks or new underwear. Probably won't do both.
Oh, so just one.
Probably
or the
won't
other.
change both.
Okay. Gotta keep one of them consistent.
Daniela thinks this is TMI.
Yeah.
It happens. All right. Here we go.
Boxers or briefs? They do. That's
Dating
true.
someone in the office. No.
Where do you see that?
Where did
I
I
think
say-
she's just making that. I do
Daniela,
not
are
see
you making shit up?
Where? I do not see that. I just saw the boxers or briefs comment.
The answer is no. I'm not dating someone in the office. Of course. Duh.
Evo said, "See, you
But I am
should
dating
watch them." Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Dang. Okay. Just moving on.
Mike, what's the name? Mike, why don't you just jump up and give us a little information?
What are we doing? Serena?
Serena?
Cool.
What's her partner's name? Not an easily pronounced name.
Victoria Mboku.
Mboku. Victoria Mboku.
Yeah. Oof. They won in straight sets, Charles. She's been away for almost 1,400 days.
Man. You're where? Over here? Sure. I don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bro, do something with your mouse. That thing is. Why is it all sticky?
Not sticky. Don't try.
It is.
Don't try to make me look crusty.
You can see it. It's
not sticky. I wouldn't say sticky.
all right.
You know when like a batter puts stickum on their bat? It's similar. I have a good grip.
All right. Well, she is back. Serena Williams, the GOAT, had her first match today. You know that she was coming back to play doubles. And just like before she retired, still got GOAT tendencies.
It's amazing, Charles.
Straight sets?
Straight sets. Serena and Victoria Mboku, who is a 19-year-old sensation, a Canadian that she's teamed up with, doubles, Charles. They defeat the number 3 seed in the tournament. Like you said, straight sets. She receives a massive ovation as she walks onto the court. What would you expect? And I think a lot of people expected that she would miss a beat after 4 years away. Nope. Looks like Serena.
This was at, what's the tournament called? The Queen's Tournament or something?
HSBC Championship at the Queen's Club in London.
In London. So, of course, now the next question is immediately going to be, will she play Wimbledon?
Right. I mean, this was on
She's
grass.
already there.
She looked great. Why not?
Why not? By the way, nice color.
Yeah. You too. Yeah. Hey,
Good looking
you
out.
look sharp today. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow. What do we got?
Look.
We're out.
Now that's a GOAT indeed. College sports is all I watch. I don't watch tennis, but good for her.
You gotta watch. You got. I mean, watching Serena play tennis is not like watching.
There were some comments
regular
about
tennis.
Comments about Devin walking by.
What else is new? And walking by, eating.
Sticky mouse.
But dude, I'm sorry, I could not comment because when I did it, because I was minimizing your email.
Haven't you heard of like don't touch another man's mouth?
I have heard of it, by the way, because Derek comes over and touches mine. No, but Derek comes over and touches my mouse while my hand is on my mouse, and that's inappropriate.
Black
we're
Beauty
in, like,
says,
Ghost or some
Charles,
shit.
have a great day, please and thank you.
Thank you. You know what? I feel better now.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you, guys. You know, at the beginning of the show, I was kind of like,
a little down in the dumps.
I feel a little bit better now. I mean, I'm still a little upset about the Knicks thing. Again, not because I think they're going to lose. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want to continue to go through this anxiety.
Monique said, Charles, have a wonderful, fantabulous day. Hopefully the Knicks get it next time.
Today will be fine. Tomorrow, I'll go through the anxiety again. I have to go through it again on Saturday. By the way, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Steven.
Whether it's Trump or the refs or the Spurs or whoever you want to blame, because the Knicks did not win last night, I now have to get rid of my concert tickets for Saturday night because
So now there's a
I'm
game
not going to
Saturday
go
night?
to the concert and miss.
What was the
Game 5.
concert?
Rush at the Forum. Any Rush fans? Anyone want 2 tickets?
I don't even know what Rush is.
I mean, 2 of them are alive. 2 of the 3 are still alive. Yeah.
Hashtag bear down.
Katie.
That was actually Steven this time.
Was it Katie? Katie's her name.
It's
isn't it?
Krista.
Krista. Sorry.
Oh, but Krista also said bear down, so.
Of course she did.
Yeah. Do you have any closing?
Alexa.
Oh.
What?
I know that you're actually Krista.
I literally am sitting here minding my business.
Wow. He ran over there. He was.
Guys, I'm going to catch her one day. I'm going to catch her.
Oh. It's a crazy
This
theory.
Stupid bear down.
Do you have a no closing thoughts?
Do I have any what? Do I have any what?
Just a closing thought, maybe an inspirational quote. Yeah.
What?
More than any active NBA player. And a
Here we
quote
go.
of inspiration.
That's crazy.
Here's my advice to you.
Okay. Advice with Charles.
Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. Good night.
Wow. Well, I can't say anything better than that. Later, guys.